and welcome to Nisi's Food Journey, where I explore my DNA through food. And Happy New Year's 2023. It was exactly 1 year ago today I filmed my very first video, Dino Ribs, and a year later we're outside grilling again. Today we're going to smoke up some ribs and some chicken. Come join us. I'm going to start by making a very simple spice rub. We're going to use it on the chicken and the ribs. It's just salt, some pepper, and some garlic powder. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and get our pellet smoker on and bring it up to temperature. We're looking for about 250 degrees. And with all meats, especially grilled meats, you want to make sure it's dry first before you season it and grill it. So we're going to pat our chicken dry. And today we're going to be spatchcocking our chicken, which is very simple. You see here, you put your knife on one side of the spine, then the other, and cut it away. You want to hold on to that spine, though. You want to keep it to make some soups, some stock with. We're going to show you that later, how we keep it. We're going to flip our bird over and crack the breastbone. Ooh, scary. Well, the reason why we like to spatchcock our chickens is the presentation, I think, is quite nice. And when it lays flatter like this, it does cook a lot faster. We like to use some yellow mustard on our grilled meats. It acts really as a glue for any kind of spice rub that we're using. So we're going to mustard both sides and then add our seasoning. The chicken is here now ready. It doesn't take quite as long as the ribs, so we're going to cook them first. We're going to prepare them the exact same way. I'm going to dry them off. These are St. Louis style ribs. They're the ribs that we really prefer. They're very large and tasty. You want to remove any excess fat from both sides. Make sure you get that silver skin too. And we're going to go and do the exact same thing. We're going to use the mustard. You don't really taste the mustard, so don't be fearful of it. It's just really there so the salt and pepper have something to cling to. He's rubbing it in real good, isn't he? Now we're going to go in with our seasoning. And now our ribs are ready for the smoker. Hello, that's the newest addition to our family. More on him later. But first, we're going to pop the ribs onto the grill. They're going to take about 5 hours. We're setting the timer for an hour from now because that's when we're going to take them off and wrap them. But in the meantime, we're going to spritz them with some apple cider vinegar. Remember earlier I told you to keep that backbone from your chicken for stock? Well, this is how we're going to do it. We got this food saver as a Christmas gift from my mom a few years ago, and it's one of the best things we've ever gotten. We use it all the time to freeze things. And today we're using it to freeze our spine. Hello, Spencer. Yes, you. How are you? This food saver, I just can't say enough good things about it. And I can't say enough good things about you either. You want to make sure that you label your food, and it's also probably a good idea to put a date on there. After this, we're going to pop it in the deep freeze. I'll probably use it to make some stock here in a few weeks. Now we're going to check on our ribs, give them a nice little spritz. We do this about every 20 minutes or so. It keeps them nice and moist. It has now been an hour, and we're going to take our ribs off. We're going to bring them into the house, and we're going to wrap them. You can use aluminum foil. We have this butcher paper. We just wrap them up, and then we put them right back on. They have about 4 more hours to go. On they go. See you guys later. We're going to have some corn today. They only take about half an hour or so, but we're going to go ahead and start prepping them. My husband makes these little foil packets. Then he's going to add the olive oil. and a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. There you go. That corn turned out delicious, by the way. It's time to put the chicken on. It looks like it had been on here for about half an hour or so, and my husband's giving it a nice little spritz. The chicken ended up taking about 3 hours, the corn 30 minutes, and the ribs a little over 5. And here they are. Juicy, tender, and very, very delicious. Oh yes. There's our corn. And here's our dinner. These wonderful, wonderful ribs. We made an avocado and tomato salad. There's the chicken and our corn. This is a meal that takes a little bit of time, but it's very simple and so delicious. I hope you give it a chance. And here is Spencer, the Earl of Spencer, making his debut on our channel. He's our new tiny taste tester. He's 5.5 months old, and he would like you to subscribe to my channel. If you liked this, please give it a like and join me on my future food journeys.